everybody out there. How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. In one of my recent videos, I talked about some lifestyle and mindset and nutrition tips for stress and anxiety. I'll leave a link to that video below. And I wanted to do a follow-up kind of video on some really specific relaxation activities that we can do at any time to relax. So that's what this video is all about. These are all some of my personal favorite things to do to relax in the evenings. Some of these things I'll do at other times of the day. And I always feel great doing them. I feel great afterwards as well. So let's get started. I've got to start with one of my favorite daily rituals that goes beyond just relaxation, but whole body health, and that is consuming soothing or healing drinks. Sometimes that's an herbal tea, sometimes that's a smoothie, but not just any kind. We want to focus on adaptogens. Adaptogens are different types of foods and herbs that contain certain types of constituents that help us to cope with and adapt to daily stressors. I love experimenting with different adaptogens. I've used them for many years now, and I really love Four Sigmatic's adaptogen blend mix, which I've been using quite a bit recently. And a big thank you to Four Sigmatic for partnering up with me on today's video. They specialize in adaptogenic herbs and functional mushrooms. Functional just meaning very advantageous to our health. So these are mushrooms like reishi and chaga and cordyceps and lion's mane. And if you have never really heard of these or used them before, I really encourage you to explore them and start adding them to your diet. Their adaptogen mix, though, in particular is great because it contains reishi and cordyceps, two different kinds of adaptogenic mushrooms, but also some of my favorite adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha, a classic, holy basil, another favorite of mine, schizandra. It also has a kind of a great spicy taste to it with the ginger in it. It has ginger and turmeric in it, so it's great for mixing into smoothies. I like mixing it with banana and cinnamon and almond milk in a smoothie. They also have just a straight up reishi powder as well, which is great for mixing with hot water. Actually, all of their products are intended to be kind of instant, so they come in packets and powders, so they're really easy to, instantly mix with hot water or add to a smoothie. When it comes to relaxation and these sorts of kind of more healing or medicinal type drinks, I really like to kind of take my time with them and sit down and drink it either in the morning or in the evening. For 15% off of your order of anything that I mentioned today or anything of your liking that they have on their website, they have a ton of things to choose from. They have different coffee blends, they've got all kinds of different elixirs. I will leave a link for you below. Having a nice hot bath is a classic. I had so many baths this past winter, which by the way, I am very happy that it is now spring, but it's just such a great way for us to take a time out for ourselves, and it's also great for helping to promote sleep. Now, a little bonus here for you. What I really suggest that you try, if you haven't yet done this, is actually adding essential oils to your bath water. Essential oils stimulate the olfactory system in our brain, which is connected to smell, and it can evoke different kinds of memories or pleasant feelings. Of course, you want to choose essential oils that don't induce feelings of anxiety or bring up bad memories. You want to choose ones that you really, really like. I personally love pine and kind of woodsy scents. I also really love frankincense, which is really great as well. It always makes me feel like I'm up north or at like a cottage. I also find it really cool how imaginative we can get when we smell certain types of smells. Like your imagination can just go wild with kind of just transporting you to another place. And that's particularly helpful when you are wanting to relax, because certain smells can actually help you to do that. If you've never before heard of progressive muscle relaxation, I highly encourage you to give it a try. It's basically where you tense up and relax various muscle groups in your body in kind of an organized sequence, and it's such a fantastic way to relax your body. I'm going to leave a link below to a guided progressive muscle relaxation video or audio that's on YouTube. It's a really great one. You can listen to this in the evening. It's perfect before bed, or really any other time of day when you're just wanting to like totally zen out and relax. I recently went to a restorative yoga class that I was craving going to pretty much all winter, this past winter, and for some reason it took me so long to finally head to a restorative yoga class. This is another thing that I really encourage you to try out or go to. I'm sure a lot of you guys have gone to a restorative yoga class, but if you haven't, do a quick Google search for a yoga studio that's in your area and which days of the week they have a restorative yoga class. Sometimes it's called gentle yoga or gentle stretch, but it's often called restorative. So this isn't your typical vinyasa flow. It's not a rigorous yoga class. It's more of a meditative class. But what's nice about going to this type of class is that it's guided, right? You have someone there, you have an instructor there that is guiding you through usually about an hour of almost like a lot of meditative work, but you're in different kind of really relaxing positions. It's quiet, they have beautiful music playing. So check out a restorative yoga class. It's so good if you are really in need of some great self-care and to just relax. Something that I love doing is turning on some of my favorite meditation playlists in the morning, sometimes to start my day, and of course sometimes I'll do this in the evening as well. But I love this because what it does is it creates a really relaxing atmosphere, an environment. It just feels good when I have really calming music playing, and it again is such a great way to promote that relaxed state and kind of that mental calmness when we have really nice soothing sounds around us. I love candles so much. I love lighting them in the evenings. One of the main functions of them, of course, are to create a relaxing atmosphere, and they are also a great addition to other activities that you may be doing, like when you're listening to really calming music or when you're taking a bath. I really suggest that you opt for non-toxic candles. Beeswax candles are my personal favorites to use. It's pretty standard to find candles that are loaded with really strong fragrance, and sure, it makes your home smell great, but it's really not good for us to be breathing in. So look for unscented beeswax or even soy candles as opposed to those scented paraffin wax candles. I have a whole video up on some ways that you can detox your home, and I talk a little bit more about this in that video, so I'll leave a link to it below. My next tip is maybe not your, average tip when it comes to a relaxation activity, but I actually really find this particularly relaxing, and actually a lot of people do, and that is to declutter a small space. This might be just a little bit of your closet or maybe a box under your bed where you can just kind of sift and sort. And I know for myself, I actually find these types of tidying up activities quite relaxing because I can turn on some music, but this actually has two benefits. One is the fact that the act of tidying up can be relaxing in and of itself, but also having a tidy space as a result of doing that can feel really liberating and help to promote a sense of calm when our environment, of course, is tidy and organized. And my last tip is to go for a leisurely walk where you are intentionally walking at a much slower pace and just sort of taking in your surroundings. Find time where you can do this when you've got absolutely no obligations, you don't have anywhere that you have to be, you don't have anything yet that you have to do, and you're not going to a certain destination, you are just walking for the sake of walking kind of just slowly and at whatever pace feels comfortable for you. There's something so relaxing about this, about walking mindfully. Sean and I actually love doing this. This is one of my favorite activities. We'll often go for walks in different neighborhoods around the city, sometimes in the evenings, neighborhoods that are around us, but other great spots to do this are through a forest or through a park as well. And that is it for today's video. I hope that you found these types of relaxation activities kind of helpful, and hopefully it gives you some inspiration to practice a little bit more of relaxation. I think that we all need that from time to time. Don't forget to check out the 15% off discount code with 4 Sigmatic below, as well as the other resources that I have listed for you guys. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.